Ashley Brewer, Kevin Connors, and while you wait that rain delay, we're going to get you caught up in the crazy day of sports. I mean, NBA playoffs heating up, a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We got Stephen A. Smith joining us in a little bit. A wild game, totally different story than Game 1.
Totally different story in Milwaukee. The Bucks had to have it, and they got it all right. And Atlanta headed back to the ATL in a 1-1 series. Here we go. Game 2 from the home of the Bronze Fonz. Giannis and Trae early first. The Hawks could have boarded the plane after this. Look at this move by Giannis.
So crazy.
Stupid degrees of difficulty on multiple moments of that move. Bucks in control in the early going. Here's one of the rare Hawk highlights. Trae Young iso ball on Pat Connaughton, but he was just 6 of 16 from the field. Little shimmy there. Bucks would unleash a frenzy in the second quarter off the Trae miss. Giannis to Drew Holiday, one of 29 Bucks assists. This is going to start a serious run. Next possession, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez turning back the clock. Middleton had 8 dimes in this one. Later, Middleton, Lopez, corner 3. Lopez had 16. It's a 9-0 Bucks run. It's a 15-0 Bucks run. Middleton, Holiday. Bucks made 15 threes. The run is 18-0. Off the Trae miss. Middleton, Holiday, cherry picking. It's a 20-0 Bucks run. It was like a King Kong Bundy avalanche, suffocating. The Bucks outscored the Hawks 43-17 in the second quarter, plus 26-point differential, tied for the most in any playoff game in franchise history. It was 77-45 at the half. Trae hounded all night. He turned it over 9 times, most by any player in the postseason. Third quarter off the miss. Giannis gonna rebound it, and then a little give and go with Middleton. That J that was so wet all postseason was broken in Game 2, and Milwaukee capitalized on everything. Here you go, Giannis all the way to the bucket. What a physical player he can be. Clint Capella was a non-factor in this game after a great Game 1. A lot of mean mugging and a lot of deer fearing. And man, that beer is going down smoothly in Milwaukee tonight. 125-91.
Game 1 was a tough game. We had our opportunities. I don't want to get into there was an effort in Game 1. The guys were, they were doing a lot of things. There was a lot of things we did well, and we just needed to do more things better this game. The effort was great this game, but it wasn't an effort thing in Game 1. And so I think the guys were good. They were committed, and now we got to go do it again.
Tonight we wanted to set the tone, just make sure they weren't going to be comfortable. We wanted to be physical with them, do it without fouling the course. That was just the main message tonight. It's just the aggressiveness that we didn't have from Game 1 needs to be here Game 2.
We're going to have to play harder. That intensity that they came out with, it wasn't a surprise to us. But they showed that there's another level that we have to get to. And they totally just dominated the entire game.
I mean, I take complete responsibility for what happened tonight. Taking care of the ball is something I got to be better at, and I will be better at it. So it's really just they just upped their physicality tonight, and we got to do the same.
We'll get a chance in Game 3. Giannis extended his postseason streak of 25-point games on 55% shooting to 5 on Friday. Over the last 30 postseasons, the only dude to do that, Shaq. Giannis arguably playing the best ball of his career this postseason. He scored over 25 in a playoff career best 7 straight games, and the Bucks even the series at 1.
We now welcome Stephen A. Smith to the show. Stephen A., Trae Young was coming off a 48-point performance in Game 1. Unstoppable. Tonight, totally different story. The Bucks just stopped him cold. What changed?
They big boyed him. They really, really attacked him. They created a lot of turnovers. The Atlanta Hawks didn't come out prepared for game 2. It was almost as if they had the attitude, we got game 1, so we did what we came here to do. We're good. And so they were sloppy. They were careless with the basketball. And here's all you need to know. Their leading scorer was Trae Young, who shot 37% from the field, had his worst offensive outing in this postseason, and was a minus 29 on the basketball court. That doesn't take into account that they were outscored 43-17 in the second quarter, by 32 points in the first half. This was complete and utter domination, with the Milwaukee Bucks saying, we are the big boys. We understand how great you are, but you're a miniature dynamo, and we're not going to let you beat us. We're going to force somebody else to do it. And they were ill-equipped to do so, with Trae Young having such a struggling evening.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
At no point was it even close. If you're Nate McMillan, what would be your biggest concern looking at that game?
Well, your biggest concern is the size advantage and the fact that you've got to do something about Giannis Antetokounmpo being able to go downhill whenever he pleases. Because what he's going to do is he's going to put himself in a situation where he's going to back up, he's going to purview the landscape of the interior, and then what he's going to do is going to attack the basket. And he's either going to lay the ball in, he's going to kick it out to an open three-point shooter, or he's going to make or miss the shot. That's really what it is. And one of the things that's very, very dangerous about what I saw tonight is that Giannis, even though he launched a 3 at the end of the first half, he was pretty content with just attacking the basket and scoring that way. And when he's in that kind of mode, he's able to galvanize his teammates, not to mention the fact that he creates open shots for guys on the perimeter, like a Jrue Holiday who finished with 22 tonight, like a Chris Middleton who had a decent evening tonight, like a Brook Lopez who hit 6 of his 8 shots and hit 3 3-pointers as well. So when you have that going on, it's all started and ignited by Giannis Antetokounmpo attacking the basket, which is his strength. If he gets away from his weakness of trying to shoot perimeter shots and just becomes hell-bent on attacking the basket, the Atlanta Hawks don't have the size to offset and withstand that. So they're going to collapse, try to help out for him. He's going to kick it out to open shooters. And if those guys hit open shots, this ain't going to be a series. The same Atlanta Hawks team that looked capable of going to the finals and winning a championship in game 1 is the same Atlanta Hawks team that could get bounced out quick, fast, and in a hurry if things don't change from what we saw tonight.
Absolutely. You have to think this Bucks squad, especially Giannis, feeling very confident right now. But now they head to Atlanta for game 3. How do the Bucks approach this game?
Well, they got to take with the same mentality they have for game 2. This ain't game 52 or 55 of the regular season. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. A berth to the NBA Finals is at stake. And all they got to do is recall what transpired a couple of years ago. They had a 2-0 lead on Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. And then Nick Nurse, the coach of the Toronto Raptors, walked into the locker room and said, we have to make adjustments. And Kawhi Leonard at that time said, the adjustment is that I will be guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo. I will be guarding the Greek Freak. And then he got up and walked out the locker room, and that was that. That's the kind of stuff that you want to see. The problem is the Atlanta Hawks don't have the personnel to make such a declaration and then back it up on the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, they can make a lot of noise because they can hit perimeter shots. Trae Young can create some problems for a lot of people that are trying to suffocate him and defend him. And if the Milwaukee Bucks don't trap him with a level of frequency, then he'll find himself in one-on-one situations where he could draw fouls, get the right guys out of the game, and that'll free him up to be in attack mode. That's pretty much what the Atlanta Hawks have at their disposal. They had that coming in, at their disposal into this series. They were smaller, but they could really, really shoot. They could play. They could hit shots from the perimeter. They're going to have to do that against the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're going to have to pray that those guys that Giannis kicks it out to either can't hit open three-point shots, or you just stay at home and let Giannis kill you with 2-point shots all day long while you key up on everybody else and you hit threes and hope that that works. But there's a lot of hope and prayer involved when you're undersized as a team going up against a team like the Milwaukee Bucks.
Absolutely. We know Ice Trae will try to put on a big show and performance in front of his home crowd, but with the Bucks and what they did tonight, they're going to make it tough on him. Stephen A. Smith, thanks so much.
No problem. Take care.
And after the Bucks' 34-point win, the second largest in a conference division finals after losing game 1 of the series, Blowout wins have been a theme for the Bucks this postseason. They've won multiple playoff games by 30 or more within a single postseason for the first time in franchise history. They've got the momentum now heading into Game 3 with the series even at